seconds, 9 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss for as to what happened there or why we lost our live stream. I see that some comments are starting to come back in. But the title of our live is just it's a midweek huddle. I will change that for those that are this is very odd. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. All right, so I was let's at least get this for the recording, guys. So yeah, I wanted to ask, what is your number one tip for anyone looking to set up an online course? What's your number one tip?
You hear me, Kirk?
I can hear you, but Seth, you're muted in you're muted in the settings. Oh. It says guest has muted themselves. So
let me answer while Seth is getting that figured out. Is that okay?
Yeah, on your screen, that little microphone at the bottom, if you click that, it's not muted. Oh, it's in my side it says guest has muted themselves. Okay, this is weird. I don't know. Maybe drop out and come back in, Seth. All right. Yeah, Kimon, talk to us. This is the wildest thing that I've ever seen happen. We lost the stream, but we've brought it back in, and let's see what happens. Hopefully, we're able to get Seth back in. Seth's back in. He's got his audio. It happens to.
Seth looked like he had an answer. Go ahead, Seth, if you had one.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Number one tip. Seriously, number one tip is to look at the people that you've already helped. Look at some of the people you've already helped, how you've helped them, and begin to put content behind that. That's the number one thing I'd say. Look at the people you've already helped.
Right?
How you've helped them.
Nice.
And break that down into the steps, and then teach them.
Right.
So, Kirk, you've helped me set things up. How you helped me? What are the steps? Put that down into something.
Yes.
And if a shortcut for you is to record it to another group of people and then take that video, then do that. But look at the people you've already helped, how you've helped them, and the steps that you took them through the process.
That's gold. That's gold. I'm glad for that tip. I'm actually making sure I have that written down, because I'm definitely going to use that as I go forward. What about you, Seth?
My number one tip for anyone looking to set up an online course is to find an online course that will walk you through the steps.
That's good.
And there's tons of them out there. Trust. There's probably too many out there. Honestly, I would give Kimon Hines a call. If you're thinking about starting an online course, I would give Kimon Hines a call. There's probably going to be a little price to it, but I think it's well worth the investment, right? Because I think you need someone to kind of show you the ropes, right? Now, it's not impossible to do on your own, right? But it's just a matter of how much time do you have and what's your level of commitment to the process. If you can partner with someone who's already done it and they've done it a number of times, like Kimon, then he can definitely show you, like, hey, here's a blueprint. Here's the steps that you need to take. And it will just save you a whole lot of time. And it will also kind of give you a little boost of encouragement along the way. It's almost like having a coach, right? And coaches are there to give us a boost along the way. So that would be my number one tip.
Man, that's good. That's good. Did you want to add anything else there, Kimon?
No, I just want to say thanks, sir.
Listen, one of the questions that several people had asked in the chat was, what platform are both of you guys using for your courses?
Yeah, so I'm using Kajabi. I've been on Kajabi all of my online life. As long as I've had a course, as long as I've had a website, most of it has always been on Kajabi. I'm fortunate enough to have a friend who works there, and so he introduced it to me early on. And it's just easy. It's simple. I mean, there is a slight learning curve, but they have so many help videos. They have so many tutorials that it's not hard to learn whatsoever. So Kajabi is my program of choice.
Nice. What about you, Kimon?
I see Robert Kennedy giving some big love for Kajabi. So I've used Thinkific. So I still have a course on Thinkific, and I'm working with someone on setting theirs up in Kajabi. But I'm becoming part of the Kajabi fan club, like I said.
Yeah. Listen, yeah, and the Kajabi community is dope, and I think that is what Robert Kennedy is saying there is actually something that you don't want to overlook. When you're choosing a platform, doesn't I mean in the online course space is one area. Even if you're doing live streaming, whatever platforms you're looking at, you want to look at what that community looks like. Are people helping one another? Can you quickly get answers to questions? Is it engaging? Can you get access to the people? Those are really great points. Things to look at as you consider where you want to put your effort and energy in terms of creating a course in this online space. Yeah. The online community there is great, and they have some really good programs and training things that they take you through, like a 45-day free thing, and then they'll make sure by the end of those 45 days you've launched a course. So they stand behind what they're sharing with folks as well. So that's really cool. Man. So I'm looking at our chat. I know that there was that was one question. There was another question that I think Jennifer Patterson had. Yeah. I don't know what it was. It's gone now. Let me see if I can find it on my other machine here. Let's see.
The other thing, while you're looking for it, Kurt, what I would just say is for those who are watching and who are thinking about getting in the game, I would encourage you not to overthink it, right? I think there's the tendency, because there are so many options out there, to overthink. But just jump in. You'll figure it out. And even if let's say you start off with like another platform and then you don't like it, you can always switch. You don't have to stick. I know Kimon has some experience with that, where he started with one platform and now he's transitioning to another. So, just get in there and just start.
Right. That's gold as well. The question that Jen asked was, once you've created a course, what's the marketing for that course look like? What does the marketing for that course look like? So that's a really good question.
Yeah. So my answer would be, you market before you create, right? My answer would be, as you're leading up to the creation process, you are asking questions of your audience. So you are putting things out there to get people's feedback. So I'm looking at starting a course, or I'm looking at presenting information on this. What are your questions? So you're getting to hear from that, putting out surveys, because people want you to build things. They want to build a thing with you.
Right.
So it's giving some buy-in. And then as you're going along the way, you want to begin, I guess a real simple thing is you need an email list. You need a list of people that you can reach out to and say to them, here's the course, take advantage of it. It's good to have a social media presence, but you're at the mercy of someone changing your algorithm and switching things up. But if you
email lists,
you can bug people. And I know people don't read all your emails, but you sending them an email is really like a caller ID. You're showing up on your caller ID saying Seth is still around, Jennifer is still around, Kirk is still around, and they have something to offer. And at one time they're going to click that, and you're going to be able to offer them your course. So I'll say start marketing even before. Start a conversation. Keep the conversation going. And as a part of the conversation, offer them the course that you've created.
Man, that's good, man. Wow. Let me see if I can go back here. Marketing once you create a course. Okay. All right. So Robert Kennedy is saying that the 45-day thing just ended, but it's a great community and allows you to replace some of the other apps like your mailing list and landing pages and some of the other campaign type things that you might do. Giston Pierre says the balcony collapsed. It wasn't just the balcony, dude. It was all of the above. Like, the whole stream finished. So we appreciate you guys coming back through and hanging with us. We've got 25 people already back on here with us. RK3, I probably should have just invited him for the show. He's like, I started off with Teachable and Thinkific. They are great, but I went to Kajabi because it allowed me to combine some processes. And that is what I keep on hearing from several people who are a few steps ahead of me on this journey. And that's another thing that I have done is really kind of reach out, like Seth is saying, to people like Kimon, to people like Robert. I've got a couple other friends who have courses like Diana Gladney and several others. And that's when I see that they're using Kajabi with all that they've got going on, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is definitely a space that I can probably go into. So Sable, Curls of CPA, is saying I'm doing that with my audience with merch right now. She's talking about, you know, some of the things in terms of creating that list and engaging with them. Here's a question from Leilani. At what point in your business do you launch a course?
I'll give you what I did, and then I'm sure Kimon will tell you what you should do. So, I mean, I didn't launch a course. Honestly, I didn't launch a course until COVID-19. All right. COVID-19 was really the catalyst that, because we had to go virtual and everything shut down, I was doing a lot of work with clients in person. But when March last year hit, all of that stopped. And so I had to figure out a way to transition that same, you know, offering, but online. And so that's when I started the course.
Nice.
Hindsight, I would probably launch a course if I was to do it over. Once I felt like what I'm offering, like there's someone out there, like I know there is someone who is interested. I've kind of ran through it once already with the individual one-on-one. Then I would probably start looking at offering a course.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll add to that. I mean, I think the good thing about the pandemic pushed a lot of us into taking what we were doing one-on-one or to one group and allowing us to put that out there for more people to have access to it. And so people who are in the Caribbean are now able to access Seth's course, or in Africa, wherever, to take advantage of getting that vision clarity for your organization and your church. But to say, in answer to Leilani's question, I think once you have worked through your process with a few people who know what your process is, I think it's good for you then to put it down in a course, because that allows you to scale. You know, you're no longer exchanging time for money. You're no longer having to give this person an hour and that person an hour, that group an hour. You can say, okay, and then there'll be people who want to have access to your skill but can't pay for your time. Right. You can say to them, well, I don't have to pay for an hour or 2 hours or whatever. You can buy my course.
Take this course.
Yeah.
Gold. That's good. And again, when you say scale, I really think people need to think about that in all of the terms, you know, all of the ways that will affect you in business, and, you know, scaling, not only from the standpoint of being able to have that thing out there, that product out there that doesn't require any time from you, but also from the perspective of, okay, now that I have this course, getting time with me is going to cost a different price, you know? And so that may mean that you up that, or however you figure out that piece, but doing that work, the legwork, the grunt work, the hard work of actually putting together the course and making sure it takes people through to a desired outcome. Then now that you have that, you begin to set back a little bit and say, okay, now I'm going to do some more, I guess, high level things. It frees you up to do some, be more specific in what types of engagements you take on. I hope that you guys are going to be on next week, because public speaking and the online courses is just like hand in hand, guys, hand in hand, especially as people are booking you for a speaking engagement. They also are going to want to know what else can they get? How else can I follow you? How else can I drink from that well of wisdom? Because the same reasons why somebody's going to book you to speak is the same reasons why somebody's going to actually come at you for your course. So there's some overlap there that you can actually really begin to build on. So, man, really, really, really great questions. I want to just go for a second. Yeah, please do.
The course you start doesn't have to be the way it stays, right? There's version 1, and you can upgrade your courses. You can add things to it. Just don't wait to get it to version 10 before you start. Get started, and then you can upgrade it.
That's gold.
That's good.
Get started, man, and then you can upgrade it. That's good. Oh man, that's good. Listen, we're looking at visionclarity360.com. Seth, take a second to tell folks how they can find you, follow you. We're in the Plug Your Hustle section of the show where we want to make sure we shine a floodlight on what you're doing. There are 21 people on here and several, I don't know how many people are going to watch the replay, but we definitely want to make sure that they are very well versed in what it is you do so that they can get to you for that thing, and they can become one of your clients if possible.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you. I mean, Vision Clarity 360 is my website. You can find me on Facebook, Seth Yolorda, Instagram, I'm Pastor Seth, Twitter, Seth Yolorda. If you are an organizational leader, you're a pastor, maybe you're just stepped into a leadership role, an administrator, a middle level manager, you have a small team that you're managing, or you want to grow as a leader in your professional life, I would love to connect with you. I really specialize in helping individuals discover how they can lead from a place of authenticity, how they can grow their leadership. And I really also like working with organizations so that organizations can get clear on how they develop leaders, but also where are we going and how are we going to get there? What is the North Star of your organization? What's the vision? What's the overarching plan that's driving the decisions that your organization is making every single day? And so if you are a leader or in a leadership position and you are trying to get clarity for this new year, 2021, or clarity for this new season that we're in, I would love to connect with you. And so you can go there. And you can check them out, or you can just hit me up directly and we can figure something out. Nice.
I see Chris is asking a quick question. This is Ecamm, Chris. This is Ecamm. We're gonna run over to Ideas to Life. We'll scroll back up to the top here. And Kimon, I just want you to do the same. I want you to take a moment to show us, talk to us about Ideas to Life, about the company, about how people can find you, follow you, and basically patronize what it is you are doing under that brand, Ideas to Life.
Sure, thank you. I believe that most people have great ideas, right? Like people who are watching this right now, I know that you have great ideas. There are things that you've been thinking about, wanting to do, wanting to share. But one of the challenges that many of us have is we don't know how to turn those ideas into income. We don't know how to monetize it. We don't know how to position it such that people who are out there looking for it can find it, and that we can grow a business using those ideas. And so what I do with my business, Ideas to Life, is simply help you take those ideas, bring them to life, monetize them so you can build a business of your dreams. And so I'd love to connect with you if you're someone who has been just sitting on something. You're working, you're contributing, but you also have those things that you're saying, listen, I'd really love to do something with this. I've always wanted to do blank. I'd love to connect with you. Go to my website, ideastolife.me, ideastolife.me, and you can find my website, and you can even book a free call on there, or you can see me on any social media platform. My handle is my name, Kimon Hines.
That's good. I love this line right here, Kimon. Here's how it works.
I spelled work the wrong way. I spelled it wrong.
You got to put an E in there, man. You got to put an E in there.
Yeah.
Man, listen, this is gold. This is gold. I'm glad we're able to check out some of these things. For those that are on the mailing list for How It All Works, signup.howitallworks.com is how you get on that mailing list. This is the email that went out today. There's some special pricing that Adobe is doing for their Creative Cloud. You might want to check that out, guys. Want to check that out. If you were on the town hall this past Sunday night for StreamYard, you probably saw that yours truly was the winner from that. That's pretty cool. Got nice. Some swag from StreamYard. That's pretty cool. And again, I want to make sure that folks know that we have our merch page has launched. We launched it literally 7 days ago. We launched last Monday. So if you have, if you want to listen, if you want a shirt, you want a mug, you want a hoodie, listen, we got it all there for you. And we got some different things, some different sayings that we're known for saying around here. We don't do humble on the live. There's a blessing in coming on the live, how it all works, all that stuff. Take a second, check out howitallworks.com/shop. And we'd love for you to join us and patronize that page as well. Man, I want to take a second right here to just say a word of thanks to my two guests for hanging in here with us, even with the technical difficulties of literally getting kicked offline. I don't know what we did. Maybe it was Maybe we had a video or something. I don't know. But something happened and we got kicked off. But we're back and we're able to finish it out strong. And I think that just based on the comments alone, I can tell that this is a hot topic. This is one that we're going to have to revisit. Maybe we have one of you guys back or bring Kennedy in. But either way, this is a conversation that's going to continue on. I love that what you left people with. And I want to give you just a second, if you can, just in one sentence, just to share one final thought with the audience before we close it out.
Come on, man. I'll yield to you, brother. Let you go first on that.
Seriously, just the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So if you're watching this and you're saying, I should have launched this course a long time ago and get 10 other people or 100 other people doing it.
Right.
You know what? That you can't make up for the past. You can launch your course now.
Right now. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I would also say, man, I believe that every individual is a leader and every leader needs to lead with vision. And you launching a course is a part of you being willing to lead with vision. It is you saying, hey, this is where I want to go. I want to either generate some extra income. I want to add some more value to the world. I want to share what I have. I want to be a good steward of the gifts that God has given me. And I want to develop my voice. And so I would encourage you to go forward and to lead courageously, to lead boldly. You'll make some mistakes and you'll trip and stumble along the way, but that's a part of the process. You're in good company because everyone has experienced that. So go forward.
Yes, that's gold. That's gold. Thank you both. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Kimon. And again, they didn't have to do this, folks. I want you to show your appreciation to them in the chat as well for taking some time out of their busy schedules and chatting it up with us. Hang out for a few minutes while I wrap things up here, guys. But I can't thank you enough for taking the time to hang out with me this evening.
Thanks, guys.
Man, listen, I just want to put this slide back up here for all of us to be able to see. Listen, this is what we got coming up next week, man. King Conyers, Brian Olds. Brian Olds is the founder of the Black Speaker Network. You're going to want to be in the place, in here, locked in with your pen and paper ready. I am literally a new member of BSN, and already they are sending me leads that I've applied for, and one or two of them may actually pan out to be speaking engagements. If you've ever thought of, if you're blessed or cursed like me with the gift of gab, and you just can't keep yourself quiet, right? And you found ways, interesting, meaningful ways to be able to share concepts, thoughts, ideas with people. Whether it is a message that is religious based or it is a message that is just rooted in your spirit, something that you're very passionate about, I think you need to be considering taking that speaker journey. It goes hand in hand with the episode that we just talked about today. King Conyers is a monster in the industry. I've absolutely been following her. I met her through a good friend of mine who is also a giant in his own right, Pierre Quinn. So, man, and then Brian J. Olds, again, the founder of the Black Speaker Network, doing some phenomenal things in that space as we continue through Black History Month, as we continue to celebrate what we know is a rich and beautiful legacy and history that we have as people of color here in the United States and around the world. We want to make sure that everybody is plugged in to this concept and this idea. Professional and Black, outside of the 9 to 5, what should you be doing? What opportunities are you missing? We talked about YouTube and podcasts. And today we've talked about online courses. Next week, we're going to be talking about public speaking. And we want to make sure that we get all of you in the place so that you can take advantage of some of these opportunities that your experience, that your expertise have afforded you. So until next time, hope you subscribed. Hope you did that already. Hope that you are already locked in with us and you're going to join us next week. But it's your boy Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher, hoping that somewhere in the video today, we got you a little closer to figuring out how it all works. And we'll see you in the next video.